So when I'm teaching people to breathe, you know, I first of all want to look at whether they're nasal breathing or mouth breathing. And then the next step is whether they're going up or whether they're coming out. It's quite simple. It's not, you know, it's not rocket science.
A helpful arrow is saying, breathe there.
Yeah.
Close this bit.
Yeah, close this bit, and put this in the mouth. Yeah, there's somebody called Jacko, he's a breathwork coach, he's a lovely guy actually. And he does this quite disgusting trick with a cotton bud where he sticks it through his ear and he sticks it right to the back of his nasal passages. It is really disgusting. But what he's trying to show is that we're not breathing up our nose, our lungs aren't up here, because everybody does. Everybody breathes up their nose, you know, and actually you're breathing back and it's imagining it going, your windpipe is not that big and you're imagining it going down there.
But hang on, you can't control that. You might think you're breathing upwards, but you can't control where the air goes. You can control
that, because then once you start to breathe into here, you have to be breathing down, because otherwise when you breathe like this all comes up. So you can kind of control it. Yeah, you can. Try. Just go now. That's you breathing up your nose and breathing this. Now, so...
Surely, okay, it feels different.
It takes practice.
But the air is following the same pathway, surely.
It is, but it's about it's about where you're trying to move here, and we'll show that when we show in a minute. It does make sense once you realise what you're trying to do. And we want the tongue resting at the roof of the mouth.
Why?
I want it up the roof of the mouth because the roof of your mouth, above that is your sinuses, and it's a muscle and it helps your airway stay open, but it's also really important. I think you've got somebody on coming talking about tongue tie soon, haven't you? Is that next week or something?
Not next week, no.
Oh, I thought
we have talked about tongue ties in the past, and you put me on the spot. You're not supposed to ask me questions. I'm supposed to ask you questions.
Sorry.
I can't remember if we have.
I have seen the one on tongue tie, and it's different. You know, there's a lot of babies now being diagnosed with tongue tie. It's just crazy. It's almost like every other baby.
Sometimes, if you've been taught about something and you start looking for it, you see it everywhere, don't you?
Yeah, it's true. But the thing is that if they do have a tongue tie, they will have a much higher palate, and that would have been in utero too. And I don't know if you've heard of Weston Price and his work that he did years ago, where he was a dentist and he went around all different indigenous tribes and realised that none of them have any overcrowding in their mouth. But if they go into a city within a couple of generations, they've all got overcrowding, and they're all mouth breathing. So your tongue resting at the roof of your mouth, I don't know if anybody has read the book Breath by James Nestor. It's a fantastic book.
Well, I know the name James Nestor. I don't know I've read the book.
It's a really, really good book. If you're interested in breath work, that is a fantastic book to start with for people.
Well, we'll list all these and send out a follow-up email from this.
Yeah, he talks in there how he was a really sinus person, and so having your tongue resting at the roof of your mouth, not as adults but as children, that is helping to spread that pattern. Yeah.